Yo, what's going on, boys? So, interesting thing, the last video we did, I used this was my little light, and I'm actually not going to be doing that anymore because I ended up blinding myself last time. Believe it or not, I had it like right here and I wasn't looking at it, but when I got home and the lights came on, I had this purple image burned like right over here on the right side, and it was only on this eye. And so it was kind of interesting because it was like this purple flash that would just emit every now and then. And kind of freaked me out a little bit because it was there for a few hours. And I said, wow, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get rid of that. Maybe it's a permanent burn mark like you stared into the sun. Because, I mean, I was there for a good 10 minutes. So we won't be doing that anymore. I'm going to find either another light source, like outside or something. So if we can't do the videos in the car, well, oh well. I mean, it's going to start getting darker. So, but that doesn't stop the videos. You know, some people will be like, oh, well, I just can't do it, so forget it. No, we're not stopping. We're going to figure out a way because that's what we want to do. You know, when I first started making these videos, it was just for fun. It was just for myself. Honestly, I wasn't even going to post anything. I had already made like 6 or 7 of them, and I didn't even post them. I was just like, this is my own therapy, you know. But then I was like, hey, maybe somebody could benefit from this. And so that's what kind of started the whole thing. And here we go. So today I want to touch on the topic of lazy days and how you feel during them, because I'm sure many of you have had them. I've had many lazy days where you just kind of, you take a Sunday and you just don't do anything. You know, you don't go to the store, you don't go to the gym, you don't study, you just watch TV and just eat junk food, you know, or don't eat anything, whatever. How many of you guys have done something like that? Because I know I have. I did that a lot back in the day. I just did one yesterday on purpose. Okay, now I actually plan a lazy day if I'm gonna have one, and it was just because I was hanging out with my friend. But you know, sometimes you get in this self-development hustle mindset and you kind of feel like everything's wasting your time if it's not getting you closer to your goal, and that can be true to a sense. But it is okay to have a vacation or a lazy day and just kind of take a break for a second. But I would, it made me think, because yeah, I penciled it in, I scheduled it, like I knew this was going to happen, but I knew I had things to do. Like I had a whole schedule of things I need to get done this weekend, and I can't get them done, you know, because I'm busy with this other thing. And so I think there needs to be a good balance. Like it can't just be your stuff, and you know, you can't just give your time away to all your friends at the same time. There has to be a good, healthy balance, which is great. But I don't know, I felt like I was just, like yesterday, I was like, wow, I feel like trash. Like how many of you guys just, you watch TV and you just lay down and you don't do anything that day and you feel worse, physically worse, mentally worse? And I mean, it's not anything that you did because you didn't do anything all day, but you just feel tired. And to me, that's kind of how I felt. And it was kind of frustrating because I'm just like, wow, is this really how it's going to go down? And you start getting a little irritated, like, I need to get this thing done. You know, maybe it's like ODHD or ADHD or something like that, where it's like you're trying to do all these things at once, multitask. And I think everybody has a little bit of that to a degree, where, hey, we're trying to get things done and we're trying to do things simultaneously so we can be most effective and efficient. But, you know, that's just kind of how it goes. But yeah, I want to know your experience on, like, how do you feel during a lazy day? Do you actually feel rested? Because I don't. I feel like if I'm constantly moving and hitting the gym each day, and okay, yeah, we have our rest days, 3 days on, 1 day off right now is my schedule. It's okay to take the rest day, and yesterday was that day as part of the whole lazy rest day thing. But I did notice, you know, I'm self-analytical, and I said, you know, this is great and all, but I've got to get busy. Like I had to go to the store. I had some chores to do around the house. Like I got a life, you know, this isn't, I'm still living with my parents type thing. Okay. This is, I own my own place. Okay. I do my own stuff, and I try to schedule everything in just like you guys should be doing. And I learned that from an early age, but I mean, even in college, that was the biggest thing. And sure, there's no time to chill. You can schedule in your chill days or your rest days or your lazy days, as you say. But if you do take one of those, I would really encourage you to really self-examine during those lazy days how you feel. If you go to the movie theater that day, and have you ever like gone into a movie theater and you come out just like zombie mode, like what's going on? like mentally brain dead, is because you're like not activating any systems and you're just like there existing. And so you know, as the self-development journey as we're doing here, and the whole hustle thing, you know, everyone talks about, but it is true. It's like you got to go for it. And, you know, just sitting around doing nothing, it's being very unproductive. You're going to feel bad, and you're going to like wonder why you're not going anywhere. And that was me for the first year of when I moved up here. It was like, what was I doing? You know, I look back and I'm like, I could have been doing a lot more. Even though I was doing a lot, it could have been more. And so no regrets is the biggest thing. And yeah, so that's all I got for this quick little video here. I got to get going because I'm behind from yesterday's lazy day to get everything caught up for today. That's just how it works. And people may argue, oh, well, you're always finding something to do. I had roommates that would just play video games all the time. And I'm wondering, how did you have the time to do that? Because I like playing video games. I like having a good time. But I can't seem to figure out how to just clear out every single day, every weekend, to just do nothing. I mean, I was always studying something, mowing the grass, doing an oil change in my car, like some sort of car maintenance. I mean, there's always something to do, or to improve yourself. How can you be 1% better each day? Those kind of things. Which, oh, by the way, I found my Apple Watch Series 1 in my box. And so now I've been using that. And so instead of spending more money on, you know, a new watch or something, I can just use this. And I mean, I paid like 50 bucks for this like 7 years ago on eBay, and it still works great. I'm able to, you know, hit my timer and everything for my workout sets. I can just hit 1 minute, and then you have your pause, well, your rest break, and then you go into the next workout or whatever. And so it's been kind of nice for that. I use it for the gym and stuff, heart rate tracker, that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's getting off topic, but hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend and headed into the week. I don't know if you guys ever feel like your life is a runaway freight train, but that's kind of how mine feels. And it feels like every year and every day gets a little bit faster. So I would encourage you to enjoy each day. And I think that's another thing real quick before we end here is, you know, looking back on it, it was always, I wanted to enjoy each moment of the day. And so by, there's a bunch of sweat. I wanted to enjoy each moment of the day. And so by doing a bunch of tasks and a bunch of things I didn't want to do, it felt like my life was just going to run away and I wasn't going to be able to enjoy any of it. So if I could just enjoy the time and be lazy and just have fun, then somehow I was able to stop time or prolong it and have more fun. And it just honestly wasn't the case. And so what I would encourage you to do again, schedule in the fun that you want to have. Like I went to Six Flags a couple weeks ago, and I put that in the schedule. I thought it was going to be something I really wanted to do, and it was great. But I have it in there. Everything was done before that. That way I could enjoy my time without any fear of like, hey, I got to do all this other stuff, you know? So get after it, man. What are you waiting for? Get off the bed, get to the gym. And that's the biggest way to get yourself motivated and moving, is to just go to the gym. That's the number one thing I've always noticed. If you're like, I don't really want to do anything, or I feel lazy, get up, get a pre-workout. If you guys aren't having pre-workout or something before you go to the gym, you're not getting the best out of your gains. Because I've gone to the gym without pre-workout, and guess what? You feel like you're just moseying around and half asleep and not in the zone. You've got to get in the zone, man. I really preach on that zone thing, and it's really true. Because once you can get into it, it's kind of like a dream state, the zone. Then you're going to be able to have the most effective workout possible. So, my little tip for the day. So, enjoy the rest of the weekend, like I said, and I'll see you in the next video. In a world full of fakeness and deception, keep dominating your reality, bro. See ya.